Hey guys, it's the Lazy Stone and welcome back to another video. Now, you know the reason why I'm uploading this video, alright? Let's be honest here. Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie came out, and now here we are. We're going to be making a Five Nights at Freddy's video. You knew this was coming, alright? You knew this was coming. The Five Nights at Freddy's franchise needs almost no introduction, okay? It's a click-based game that got popular ever since 2014, and boy has it been soaring with the audience and popularity. In fact, the game was so popular, so many YouTube channels made animations based on the fucking lore. So why not make a video about it? And, you know, appreciating the hard work that came along with it. Although the characters aren't original, and sometimes they create original characters based on the series, I think it would be a good idea to talk about some of the YouTube channels that have put in the hard work and dedication, the sweat, blood, and tears into making these animation videos for us. So these are fan-made animation videos that were made by YouTube channels like YouTube animators. So we're gonna be deep diving into that. And also, if you are looking for other YouTube channels that have been making animations for Five Nights at Freddy's, let me know, because I don't really know a lot of them. There's just 5 of them that I know that kind of scared the crap out of me. Five Nights at Freddy's alone, as the franchise, kind of scared the crap out of me about animatronics being haunted and coming after you in the middle of the night. So yeah, anyways, here we go. Five Nights at Freddy's series made by YouTube animators. Oh yeah, and another thing, I'm just going to be pointing out the ones that I've seen, okay, and the ones that I think that were pretty well done. And I know there's a lot out there, but I'm just gonna do 5 for the sake of the video, okay? All right. And also for the series, I'm not gonna contain any spoilers, even though they're like pretty much, I guess you could say, quick made videos, or a series that I just don't wanna spoil anything because they do have a lot of suspense behind them. So if you will, please, if you have any time, any free time at all, go ahead and watch these series that I'm going to show you today. All these YouTube channels have hard work and dedication. So yeah, let's begin the video. You know the saying for saving the best for last? Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the channel that I've recently went back into because the lore is just too good. I'm talking about Zapper 770. Now, Zapper 770 is an animation channel that made based off of Gary Mod characters and adding in Five Nights at Freddy's characters into a series where it talks about the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, the various characters of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise are introduced into this series alone. In fact, it was put into a bunch of episodes that were uploaded in a chronological order. Now that we have it in one full movie, you could see it for yourselves how great this channel is. This channel has the best videos when it comes to talking about the lore, giving character to the characters that belong into other video game franchises such as Half-Life. That's the only one I can think of right now. But yeah, this animator right here took his time. I don't know if this is a girl or a guy, but anyway, Zapper 770 is one of the most anticipated animators when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. His work has so much dedication behind it. And he has a lot of characters that have been built up from the franchise. Like, he basically gave each character life. Not the animatronics from the series, but the people, the real life human beings in the series. So I want to just give his flowers, you know, give him his flowers. This is just one of the best Five Nights at Freddy's based lore videos of all time. I would give it a watch. I don't even want to call it a video. It's almost as if he made a masterpiece, a series based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's, and this is what we're given. So check him out. He's pretty good. I'm not gonna say pretty good. He's really, really good at what he does. The sound quality, the story, the development of each certain character, their fates, it's amazing. I don't want to spoil anything, so just watch his video and tell me what you think on the comment section below. Thank you. Okay, now as we go further on the list, we're going to be talking about a YouTuber such as Panchitomatrix. Now, Panchitomatrix is based off of the SpongeBob series, but however, when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, Panchitomatrix basically made it a whole entire animation series based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, well, I wouldn't say the lore. He basically created a universe where Five Nights at Freddy's and SpongeBob SquarePants universe both collide into one universe. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you enjoy SpongeBob SquarePants and if you enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's, this channel is for you. This channel basically put both of these franchises into one and how they would interact with each other. In fact, it has a very long and very good story. It's action packed, it's kind of funny, it's for everyone basically. I mean, if you want to watch it, go ahead. It has a lot of action scenes in there. I like how they created SpongeBob and Patrick in a different way. It's pretty nice animation. It kind of gives me nostalgia of Flash Player, Newgrounds back in the day, old 2000s, early 2000s type animation. So if you're into that, then this channel is a definite treat for you. Panchitomatrix doesn't only do Five Nights at Freddy's, SpongeBob, but well, he does only SpongeBob. But however, when it comes to making videos about different pop culture references or different franchises or even movies, this guy is who you want to go to. If you want to see SpongeBob being put into a certain universe and trying to survive in that type of universe, this guy is for you. He does a zombie apocalypse series he did that was really well put, and it's still continuing to this day. But unfortunately, he has been in a hiatus. But however, unlike Zapper 770, he came back to work just as soon as the Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out. And so I'm hoping Panchitomatrix comes back to making his works as well. He has a lot of pop culture references in his channel. Check him out, it's dope. All right, and we're going further down the list. Now listen, this is not ranked. This is not any of those type of tier lists. This is basically all the series that I enjoyed watching, and I'm giving them acknowledgement to you guys so I could share something that is Five Nights at Freddy's related, celebrating the movie. Now, let's jump into this one. Okay, FNAF Lord SFM. Now, just by the title alone, you could already tell that this channel is revolving around Five Nights at Freddy's fan base, so much so that this creator, and I think it's two creators because I see a profile picture of two original characters, if you could say that. Basically, this is a guy, well, got two guys who make these animation videos based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters. Now, this is nothing like scary. This is basically a channel where they take the Five Nights at Freddy's characters, right, and what they do is make these Dare series as if they're making like a YouTube channel out of it. It's like a meta YouTube channel. Like the characters in the series, the Dare series that they create, right? They make these FNAF characters do these dares and whatnot, make characters fall in love or whatever. It's kind of wholesome in a way. I remember watching this back in the day, right? Back in my high school days, I just watched these videos for the hell of it. I even remember this one time in the morning where they uploaded video. I even subscribed to them. I'm subscribed to this day as well, where I just eat some French toast, right? I drink some chocolate milk on top of that, and I'm just enjoying, I'm watching their videos. While watching their videos, I'm enjoying what they've created. It's really wholesome. It's really great. If you want to see something created by the Garry's Mod animation spectrum, just like Zapper 770, watch Lord FSFM, all right? FNAF Lord FSFM. I'm sorry, it's really hard to pronounce all these words into one. But yeah, this is a very good channel. Really great, really wholesome. If you're into that type of stuff, go ahead, give it a watch. There's a whole series about it. It'll take most of your day. All right, so I guess with these series, I hope I got you guys intrigued. Now, we're going to be going back into the Garry's Mod animation spectrum, since I've already mentioned it in this video, where we're going to be talking about another FNAF animation based series, and that is Zazu 37. I'm not going to pronounce that ever again, but however, this channel is one of the best when it comes to talking about a story based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, right? But however, there is a story behind it. Yeah, so basically the creator manifested the entire Five Nights at Freddy's franchise and created it into some type of fate anime type style. I mean, the way he created the characters to be the protagonist, and he created the nightmare characters to be the antagonist. He basically made them fight each other in one world, and that's pretty dope. If you are into a lot of anime, right? How about watching this channel? This channel actually has a series called The Five Nights at Freddy's The Stories. The Stories series is basically based on the main characters of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, right? And they're trying to figure out the mysterious thing that's been going on. There's Shadow Freddy, who's basically the main antagonist. He's trying to control the entire world and create the whole world full of nightmare animatronics. I don't know how that works, but the story is just way too good. And the way they just make these characters so intriguing, like there's this spring trap, mini spring trap that's very good with technology. There's the mangle that shows the dark. I'm not gonna even say all that, but basically the Stories is a very good series lore based on the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, and I think you should give it a good watch. There's a lot of character development and a very good story behind it. So if you're enjoying that type of style, then this YouTube channel that I'm not gonna say the name of anymore is the way to go. Like I said before, this is a Gary's Mod animation, and I know I've been repeating the same stuff over and over again, but I'm trying to hide the spoilers because you have to watch the Stories series. It is really good. It was I could tell that there was a lot of time that was put into almost every single video, so please watch it if you have the time. Okay, now we're gonna step into a more scarier type vibe. I'm gonna talk about the most analog FNAF channel of all time, and that is Squimpus McGrimpus. Yes, that name alone is just so many syllables. Anyways, so this channel is based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, but however, this time you're being put into a world where analog stories come into mind. Now, this channel basically introduces you into a world where you are looking into a VHS tape and you just hear loud buzzing noises off of a VHS tape, right? It's like back in the early 2000s, 1990s, 80s, whatever. Back in those times, right? You're watching a video about how to dismantle an animatronic, or you're gonna be watching these training tapes, basically learning how to learn the functionality of each animatronic. But however, you're going to be met with a lot of horror qualities of the loud buzzing of the VHS, the quiet, creepy white noises that clouds your eardrums as you're watching all of this go down, and you're just waiting for a jump scare to happen. But I'm not going to spoil anything. Just say this whole entire series as a whole, right, comes together as this weird analog story of children who were murdered, right? We all know the story behind Five Nights at Freddy, the purple guy murdering the kids, stuffing them into animatronics. That's what this whole entire series is wrapped around, and it's just about the horror quality of suffering and misery of those kids, and it's very, very creepy. You need to watch this. So anytime you feel like watching an analog story that's FNAF related, I would highly suggest this channel. I mean, here's an example. Look at this video right here of Chica just staring at you. Like, just imagine the VHS noises, the quietness. If this is not the definition of fucked, then I don't know what is. And unfortunately, this channel has been in a 3-year hiatus, but however, the videos live long. And hopefully Squimpus McGrimpus will come back to making videos and uploading them. All these animation, well, yeah, I would say they are animation videos, because I kind of was skeptical about it, but then again, there was just so much quality built into each video that it is an animation channel after all. So I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, wait, hold on, is this skeptical? It is. So anyways, check him out. He's a really good animator, and I applaud his creepy analog story making formula. It is really good. And how can I end the video without 2 honorable mentions? Now, there are 2 YouTube channels that I've watched back in the day where I enjoyed the Five Nights at Freddy's entertainment spectrum, right? Where you're seeing the characters in a parody. Yeah, so these 2 channels, they just, they made a series, I guess, and it's kind of funny, and I wanted to mention it on this video. One of them is Piemations. Now I want to take back from what I said. I didn't meant to say kind of funny, it was really funny. And this series, right, 5 a.m. at Freddy's, made by Piemations, it's really good. I would recommend watching one of them. I mean, I feel like everybody has watched them. I think you guys watching this video have already watched them. The series is kind of short and it does have a FNAF series, but I kind of wanted to go for the channels that did a lot with the FNAF series rather than just the ones that kind of did it and kind of did not. But I you know what I mean. Which brings me to this other honorable mention, the last honorable mention, and it is Movieunleashers. Now, Movieunleashers does a lot of pop culture references, just like Panchitomatrix, right? And it did had a Five Nights at Freddy's series, but however, as you can see from the screenshot, there wasn't much of Five Nights at Freddy's videos. There's not much of a series. There's not even a playlist. I don't even have a playlist screenshot to show you guys that I have been doing recently from other channels in this video. So yeah, this guy did some Five Nights at Freddy's videos here and there, and it was just to create this whole entire story. I mean, at least there was a story behind this one. It was kind of good, right? I enjoyed it. But yeah, besides that, it was pretty funny as well. So if you have any time in the day, just again, you can watch this. I said the same for the other channels. This is really good. The animation quality reminds me a little bit of South Park here and there, and the jokes, they're funny. They're funny. But again, it's kind of funny-ish. I didn't really think much of the Five Nights at Freddy's lure when watching these videos, but hey, it's still Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, either way. So yeah, and that is it. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe, I mean, if I've earned your subscription, please let me know why in the comment section below. Also, I have a gaming channel. It's going to be in the link in the description. I will be also leaving all the videos that I've shown you guys, right? The Five Nights at Freddy's lure, the channels that made them, the animation quality of all these channels will be in the description below. Go ahead and check all of them out. Subscribe to them. Hopefully they'll come around. Some of them are in a hiatus. Some of them are still making videos recently. It's just amazing how people will take their time out of the day to make crazy good animation qualities based off of a series that is almost 10 years old at this point. And the fact that the movie that came from an indie horror game, a click-based horror game, that from a creator, a game developer who was discouraged from viewers who saw the game, right, but they didn't like it. They gave him so much negative comments that he used those negative comments to his advantage. He created a horror game based off their negative comments on his games, and now he is basically making a legacy behind it, and it's very intriguing for adults and children alike. So in a way, Scott Cawthon just brought the world together a little bit, and we got nothing but appreciation to give him. Anyways, this is the Lazy Stone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.